Look at that. Trying to bribe you. And yesterday we picked up that they was going to try to bribe somebody to come towards you and convince you to not press charges or to not press charges or to not testify, which, or it could be both. They don't want you to press charges. They don't want you to talk. All right. So this is one of the ways that they're going to try to convince you. They're going to try to bribe you. All right. It says here they altered documents and they are studying you. So yeah, they are studying you. They're watching you because they're trying to figure out when is the best time to send this person in. Spiritual court is now in session. Okay. Let me get some more clarity here. Clarify trying to bribe you. Stay woke, Holy Spirit. Let's see why they're trying to bribe you. Because this is what it's given. Like, they bribed someone to come towards you because they know that you are not going to hear them out. You don't want to talk to them because you know what they did. So they bribed someone to come towards you. And then that person is going to bribe you to not take action. Oh my goodness. A lot of bribing going on here. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so look, they want to move forward. Okay, we have here lack of ideas, lack of planning. They don't know what else to do at this point. All right, scatterbrain. They don't know what else to do. All right, so they want to move forward. They want to be able to move on from this situation, and they're having hope that if they get this person here to bribe you, that it will be good for them. All right, to be able to get out of the situation. All right, we have the Three of Swords, so they're feeling heartbroken. They're feeling right now stressed. Okay, we see sadness, unhappiness. All right, all of that shit. Now, why is this? Because we have here the Ten of Pentacles. So this got something to do with an inheritance. All right, some type of property, home, wealth, stability. It could be a business. It could be some type of it says here financial wealth. Some type, maybe it's something that they left to you. Okay, like an inheritance. All right, they stole what was left to you. All right, what else we got here? Let me see. All right, so with this energy, they're gonna send somebody here to take action and come towards you. All right, this could be even traveling towards you. So if it's not that they're gonna communicate, because this could be communication, online communication, or calling you, this is giving me here traveling, like, you know, hopping on their horsey and traveling towards you. So someone might try to pop up on you with some shit. And this is the reason why. Okay, we have here with the Six of Swords, they feel like they cannot move on from the situation, so they have no other choice. We have here the Six of Cups. So now for some of y'all, this is definitely your family that they're gonna send towards you. The Six of Cups could be a sibling. The Six of Cups could be a cousin. It could be, you know, just someone that you grew up with, someone that you have happy past thoughts, you know, that you have memories, nostalgia with this person, past memories, homesick. You know, it could be someone from your neighborhood, someone that you grew up with. Basically, that's who they are planning to send towards you. Okay, Spirit is wanting you to be aware with this card here that this is a scam. All right, abuse of power. All right, it's an unequal give and take here. Like, they're trying to bribe you probably with your money. These people don't got no money. Y'all hear the dove in my window? So that could be confirmation, because that was really loud. All right, doves could be confirmation for somebody, but messengers, birds are messengers. So yes, there's gonna be a message coming in, or they're gonna communicate with you in person, and they're gonna try to bribe you to not take action. Okay, because they want to move on from the situation. You see how it says here, no regrets? They are regretting what they did. All right, right here, this is how they're in right now. They are unstable, they're disappointed, they're focusing on this loss, they are sad, they're remorseful, they regret what they did, they're guilty. They know that they're going to prison for stealing from you. So you don't care about none of this, all right? You're going to do what you got to do, but I'm just letting you know that they're going to try this. So you could be aware, okay? All right, let's see what else comes out. Anything else, Holy Spirit? What does the collective need to know? And also right now, like, I just felt like I was very distracted, you know, with the bird, and I don't know, I just felt a little distracted. So that could be confirmation too, that maybe they want to catch you slipping, you know, like they want to catch you off guard. They want to, you know, distract you and then just pop up on you out of nowhere, so that you have no choice but to talk to this relative of yours or this person that you grew up with. All right, so that's what these readings are for, to keep you 5 steps ahead of the game, so you could be aware. Look at that, they was planning your death. Oh my goodness. This is to get money. All right, they could have had what is it, a life insurance policy out on you. So that's why they're so scared, because they know that you know all of these things, what they was doing. So that's why they're going to try to send this person. It says an Eastern Star in your family. You cannot make this up, yo. I'm telling you, yesterday it was another card that said Eastern Star. So this one is a different card. And it's the same thing. Eastern Stars in your family. I'm telling you, like I said yesterday, not all of them is on this type of time. But a lot of people that be in these sororities, fraternities, secret society, organizations, whatever you want to call it. This is the playbook with these people. This is what they do. They get life insurance policies out on people, just like in the music industry, allegedly. But you know that's what they do. Like, you can look that up. All right, the letter E. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name is it has an E in it. Someone died in the last 72 hours or their will, because this is going to be a backfire. So there's voodoo that is being done here as well, which is also something that they, you know, allegedly these people be doing. They be doing voodoo. They be trying to sacrifice you. They be trying to destiny swap, energy swap, getting money from a life insurance policy. Like, this is what they do. Look at that. Told you this is something about an inheritance. It says the original will has been recovered. So there's an original will that whoever passed away, it could be your grandparents or just one of your loved ones, your parents, whatever. They left you money. They left you a home, a property, whatever it is that we saw with the Ten of Pentacles right here. Money, stability, a home. It was on the original will. Whoever this person is, confirmation, they altered documents. This is what they altered. They altered the will. They took you off the original will. And they took this money. They acted, you know, on the will. It was saying that that you wasn't even on it, and that the money was gonna go to this relative of yours. It says they're part of an undercover sting operation. So there's someone who could be what do you call it? An informant. Okay, somebody's a part of some type of sting operation here with these people. Tell me more. Oh, and I didn't even see this. Let me put this back. They got stopped by the police with drugs in the car. Oh my goodness. So that's confirmation that somebody, if they haven't yet, they will be stopped. And they're going to take them in. That popped up before, that they was going to get stopped by the marshals. And that they was going to make a confession because they want less jail time. Look, secret society. I'm telling you right here, Eastern Stars. All right. And if it's a male is the Masons, okay? So someone could be a Mason or someone's an Eastern Star. And look, sinister motives. Yep, that's what they had. Sinister motives. They was planning to unalive you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. They could have been doing spell work because it says someone's going to die and it's a backfire. So they was doing spell work for you to get into a car accident, for you to die. And then it would look natural and they'll be able to cash out this life insurance policy that they got on you. All right, look, and they're going to go to prison for this. So it don't even matter. Let them keep on doing these sinister motives. Okay, look, and this is all about a house. This is all because of a house that they wanted from you. That is crazy. This is the house that was left to you. Let me put that right here next to this will. All right, talk to me about them studying the collective. What can we get with studying the collective? I'm just getting like they're watching you. Their house is going to be raided. So look, there's a sting operation right here. Let me put this over here. Sting operation, some type of raid is going to be happening. So they're studying you while the feds is studying them. That's what's coming out with studying you. They're about to get raided. And instead of paying attention to their surroundings, they're watching you and plotting on you. All right. We have here bariatric surgery. Someone who got weight loss surgery is significant. And if it's not, you know, bariatric surgery, maybe with weight loss, maybe somebody's on Ozempic or something, that is significant. Take it how it resonates for you. Okay, somebody has an H in their first name, middle name, last name. Tell me more. They mistook your kindness for weakness. Yeah, they sure did. They thought that you was an easy target and they was going to be able to get away with this. They're going to be disbarred and thrown in prison for their corruption. We have a crooked lawyer. So look, yesterday, the crooked lawyer card came out. Check out yesterday's reading if you haven't already, because it's definitely connecting to this. The crooked lawyer is going to be disbarred and thrown in prison. That's crazy. See, that's what happens. They want to be doing shit. Everybody going to get got. Yesterday, guilty by association came out. That's exactly what's happening here. Everybody that's involved is going to prison. Tell me more. Let's see if it comes out. Okay. They're going to try to convince you not to press charges. Yo, I said this from the beginning of the reading. That is crazy. They want you to drop the charges, not press charges, not testify. Right here, they're going to try to bribe you. So Spirit wants you to be aware. of this, okay? You are 5 steps ahead of the game. You're not going to get caught slipping. You already know what's up. Tell me more. Something about a trust fund, all right? Trust fund, inheritance, like I said, some type of wealth, money, all right? The rat. Somebody is born in one of these years, or one of these years are significant. Something happens significant in one of these years. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. A karmic Leo, double confirmation. We have a fire sign. So Leo energy right there. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this one, it says a female. All right. So a female who's a Leo is significant. And it says here, this death is going to free you. This was a soul tie that needed to be severed for you to be able to move forward. So right here, this is going to be a death. This death is going to free you. This person has been binding you and using your energy for a long time. And they was on the dark web plotting on you. This is the person right here who's trying to unalive you, planning your death. The person that now is going to try to send somebody in. Look, family ties. I'm telling you, your relative. All right. This could be the Eastern Star right here. The one that was plotting on you that's going to end up dying because the voodoo didn't work. And they wasn't able to unalive you with no hitman. All right. And it's good that they did all of that because everything that they do is being traced. Everything that they do. So this is all part of God's plan. All right. There's going to be a paper trail. There's going to be evidence. And they're not going to get away with this. You was always protected. You was just the bait for these people. All right. We have an active duty Marine. It's significant. That's why it says they mistook your kindness for weakness. They thought you was the perfect target, the perfect person to be able to manipulate and get rid of, you know, and just be happily ever after with your money. Like they thought it was going to be a perfect plan. And look, trying to pin something on you. So for some, they was trying to pin something on you. All right. Trying to say that you involved in something that got to do with this and you don't. All right. We have here the witness protection program. This has been coming out all week. Somebody's going to be put in the witness protection program because this is like a high profile case. There's a lot of people. We got a secret society here. So it's a big deal. It's not a regular case. All right. That's why it's also taking so long because it's a lot of, I guess, high profile people or, you know, people that are connected. So it's a big thing. Okay. They did wire fraud and there's a lot of charges as well. And they're planning to plead insanity. So this is going to be one of their tactics, one of their plans to get away with this. You know, pleading insanity, or maybe, you know, they're just scared and they want to go to the prison, you know, that's not with general population. Let me move the camera. All right, someone's gonna, maybe, I don't know what's the point of that. Do they get less time? I think that's the point, that they get less time and they gotta be like away from certain inmates when they crazy, allegedly. You know, this person thinks they crazy. They're not crazy though. All right, let's see what else. That offshore account has your money in it. We've been picking up on this offshore account for a while. We have wire fraud here, moving money around, your money. Yeah, look, theft. They stole from you and they put your money in an offshore account so that it never comes to light, and it's coming to light. It says they made false allegations to destroy you or your career. All right, so they was lying about you. They was trying to destroy your reputation, you know, to make you look like you crazy when you start talking about these things. They was probably telling everybody that you're the one who's insane, and you know that they would never do that you're going crazy or some shit. They was already making false allegations. It was like a gaslighting campaign, a smear campaign to destroy you. Okay, it was all part of all of this. You know, this criminal ring here, this whole shit that they doing here, it was all part of that. All right, we have here a roofer. We have here a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy, a male. And a roofer is significant. This could be you or them. Tell me more. They wanted to have... Yo, didn't I just say this? I just said they could have been saying that you're the one who's insane, and this was to destroy your reputation, so that when you start talking about what they did to you, they will say that you're crazy. They will gaslight you and say that you're bugging and tell people that you're crazy so that they don't be exposed. And look at it right here. They wanted to have you committed into the psych ward, to have full control and take everything that you own. You see what I'm saying? They wanted to have control of you and everything that you own, whatever was left to you in this will. All right, we got the trust fund, we got the house, this money, this inheritance. This is the plan. And look at that. Now somebody's going to end up having to plead insanity because they go into prison. Karma. All right. It says here, you are suing everyone that is involved, and a particular case is getting thrown out. So that's for somebody. If there was like a case or something that they was trying to build against you or something, Spirit is saying that shit's going to get thrown out, and you are actually going to be suing everybody, which is, again, they don't want you to press charges. They don't want you to sue. They don't want you to testify. You're going to do everything that they don't want you to do. All right. Simple as that. So they better go cry in a freaking corner somewhere, because nobody cares what they want. The letter D. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has a D. Somebody has a black SUV. Somebody's into NASCAR or works with NASCAR, or is into racing, car racing, street racing, professional racing. Take it how it resonates. A whistleblower is exposing the wicked. This is you, all right? You are exposing the wicked. There's also an informant that is going to be talking as well. We picked up on that before. 4 is significant. April could be significant. Blackmail, okay? They could have been trying to blackmail. We have here, they're seeking legal counsel now. Double confirmation with offshore account. We got it twice here. And then we have the number 8. Somebody could be 48, 84, 1984, 1948 could be significant. All right. 8 could also be Leo. We picked up on Leo. All right. August, significant. 4 is April. April is May. I mean, April is May. May, because I always think of Taurus with May, because I'm a May Taurus, May 11. Shout out to us. Hey. April is Taurus. Okay. It could be Taurus or Aries. So those signs could be significant for somebody. Let's see what else. What else does the collective need to know, Holy Spirit? Yeah, they are relentless. We see here that they are, but it doesn't matter. They're still going to go to hell, and they're going to go to prison. So they could be relentless all they want. Yeah, look, confirmation. They're fighting. They're trying to be relentless. Like, my goodness. All right. The letter W is significant, but this could be also that they are fighting. Like, you know, we see that someone's going to end up snitching on the group. We picked up on that. So they could be fighting right now. Let's see what comes out with that. Let's see what we could get with that fighting energy. Are they fighting with each other? Holy Spirit, are the karmics all fighting with each other? 2 of Cups. Okay, so yeah, these people that was working with each other at one point, yeah, they was helping each other. We have aid, mercy, charity, kindness. They had a contract with each other. They was working with each other when it comes to this. They are now fighting. All right, let's go a little deeper. Okay, look, reverse the. Okay, that's funny because look at this. This is the underlying energy. So yeah, they're not on the right page with each other. They're fighting. Okay, they're not cool no more because look, this was them working together, and now they're in this energy in the reverse. See, the two hands in the reverse. They're not on the same page right now. Okay, why are they fighting? Why are they not on the same page? We have the 2 of Swords reversed. So something came to light. All right. They could have been, because the 2 of Swords is like a blindfold, stagnant, not able to bust a move because you don't know what's going on. Right. So in the reverse, they are seeing something clearly now. Okay. What are they seeing clearly? What's come to light? What is being revealed? Robbery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, the devil is like, you know, evil things, bad things, toxicity. So yeah, robbery is coming to light, what they did here. Okay, so they're scared that they're gonna get caught, that they're gonna go, you know, to prison. You know, some of them are probably telling them, listen, I don't want no parts of this shit. Yeah, look, the mask is coming off. So yeah, more confirmation that they got caught with this robbery, with what they did. All right, this is also another contract here. So if there was like a contract, this could be even dumb, you know, on the dark web. This could be the hitman, because something about a contract, and the devil card could also be a contract. You see how we have like a partnership here, working with someone, and now they're not. So this could be the hitman, or it's just someone that's a part of this group that now they're fighting because they're realizing that shit is getting real. That again, that, you know, they thought they was going to be able to get away with this, and they're not. The mask is falling. Like, people are starting to see. The feds know who they are. You know, like they are unmasked. Okay, like the truth is out, so they're scared. Somebody's scared. Somebody don't want no parts of this shit, and it's too late. It's too fucking late. Simple as that. Okay, so let me pull some countries and see what comes out for the offshore accounts to give somebody confirmation or clarity. Maybe you could, you know, keep this information close. Maybe this could help one day with what's going on. Let's see, Holy Spirit, give me something with these offshore accounts. All right. Okay, we have Colombia, Libya, Cayman Islands, Kosovo, Ireland. This says Kiribati. I don't know how to say that one. Or this one. Yo, isn't that crazy? I said something about something Stan, like Uzbekistan or some weird Stan shit. And look, we got some weird Stan, Kyrgyzstan. I said something with Stan yesterday that came to my mind, and I was just trying to be funny, but you know, confirmation right here. Like, there's something, they put this money somewhere far. All right, maybe not here, but you know, we do have Ireland, Libya, Colombia, and the Cayman Islands. Okay, so confirmation for somebody. All right, let me pull some names, and then we're gonna close this out. All right, Holy Spirit, what names are significant? If you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation. There's a message here for you. If you see the karmic's name, there's your confirmation they are involved. If you don't see any name, that's okay. Just take what resonates from this message and leave what does not. All right, let's see if it comes out. All right, this one fell out. Okay. Irene, Mendez, Maria, Ivelisse, Juan, Maritza, Tommy, Colazo, Andrea, Contreras, Salas, Claudia, Lissandra, Stella, Gonzalez, Lonnie, Ward, Jones, Salinas, Medrano, Castro, Nita, Adina, Stewart, Emily, Barton, Wickham, Caldwell, Patty, Richard, Latham, Dakota, Andy, Jamal, and Joy. India, Ruby, Frank, London, Fern, Donald, Joshua, Miles, Dusty, Lively, Kurt, Ellie, Walter, Foster, Lamar, Dolores, Janine, McNally, Grant, Peterson, Rivera, and Jacquees. Norma, Denise, Jesus, Sonia, Adam, Courtney, Mary, Jasenia, Brooke, Shannon, Carlos, Ross, Guidon, Baez, Clark, Parker, Valentina, Nasir, Nancy, and Lillian. All right, y'all, that's what I got for today. Spiritual core is now adjourned. Peace.